Buying an out-of-state Disney annual pass is a steep financial plunge. At $1,399 for the IncrediPass, the upfront pass towers over the price of a standard daily ticket. You are deciding whether to prepay for 365 days of park access all at once or pay out of pocket for individual days as you go. At My Disney Brain, we treat the annual pass as a specific financial instrument with a required return on investment. It is a tool for planning, not a badge of fandom. For those traveling from out of state, the viability of the IncrediPass depends on your ability to schedule multiple visits within a 12-month window. Purchasing this pass without a confirmed travel calendar turns your vacation budget into a sunk cost. You end up subsidizing the parks instead of saving money on your trips. Disney offers 4 distinct tiers of annual passes. However, for most guests living outside of Florida, the $1,399 IncrediPass is the only available option. The other 3 options, the Sorcerer, Pirate, and Pixie Dust passes, offer upfront savings ranging from $550 to over $1,000 compared to the top tier. Disney limits these lower-priced tiers to Florida residents or guests who are active members of the Disney Vacation Club. These tiers also carry strict blackout dates. They prevent you from entering during high-demand weeks like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the peak of spring break. Choosing a lower tier to save money up front often means giving up the ability to visit the parks during the only times your family is actually out of work or school. This chart shows the break-even formula. Dividing the $1,399 IncrediPass cost by average daily ticket prices reveals you need 7 to 11 park days to recover your investment. Restricted tiers are lower. The Sorcerer Pass breaks even at 6 days, the Pirate at 5. Every pass includes standard theme park parking. At $30 a daily, these savings gradually reduce your total out-of-pocket cost for the year. You also receive the Memory Maker photo perk, which would otherwise cost $199 for unlimited digital downloads of your park photos. These inclusions only provide value if you actually drive to the parks and stop for photographers. If you stay on property and use Disney buses, or if you never use the photo spots, counting these as savings is a mistake. It leads to a skewed break-even point and a poor financial decision. To see if the math works, we must look at how families actually use vacation time. The once-a-year splurge family takes a single intensive 7-day trip and doesn't return that year. For this group, the annual pass offers a poor return. Standard multi-day tickets are significantly cheaper than a flat pass for a single week-long visit. The 2-trips-a-year family commits to 2 separate 4-day vacations, one in the spring and one in the fall. With 8 total park days, this family clears the break-even threshold for the IncrediPass and begins to see a real return on the investment. However, this requires a total commitment of your vacation budget. Once you buy the pass, you're financially incentivized to visit Disney instead of exploring other destinations. The local weekend warrior lives nearby and uses the cheaper restricted passes for short, frequent visits that quickly pay for themselves. An annual pass doesn't create a need-a-travel budget. It is designed to reward the travel habits your family already has. While the marketing emphasizes the freedom of year-round access, the actual experience of using a pass has become more complex. The park reservation system places strict limitations on daily attendance. Holding a pass doesn't guarantee entry. You must secure a reservation for your specific dates. During peak seasons, calendars can fill up weeks in advance, preventing the spontaneous visits that used to be a primary benefit of being a pass holder. Frequent price increases and pauses on new pass sales often create a sense of urgency, pressuring guests to buy before they finish their planning. The annual pass functions as a regulated access contract. It requires you to actively manage your schedule around Disney's availability to get your money's worth. To avoid the confusion of shifting prices and blackout dates, you need a way to see how the numbers apply to your specific situation. The Disney Budget Master Workbook, available for $27 at mydisneybrain.com, provides a framework for this decision. It calculates the actual cost of your tickets, parking, and potential discounts, so you can see exactly when you hit the break-even point. Taking 30 minutes to run your numbers at home ensures you aren't guessing about the value of the pass. Spending a small amount on planning up front is the most reliable way to prevent a $1,500 mistake at the checkout screen. Guests often consider upgrading their standard tickets to an annual pass on the very last day of their trip. It is important to remember that Disney backdates the pass to your first day of park entry. This means you have already used several days of your 12-month window before the pass is even issued. Do not let the promise of exclusive merchandise or pass holder magnets drive your decision. A 20% discount on souvenirs is only a saving if you were already planning to spend hundreds of dollars on merchandise. The decision to buy a pass should be based entirely on the number of days you intend to be in the parks. Base your choice on entry costs, not on secondary perks. Grounding your vacation in a clear, data-driven plan removes the financial uncertainty. When you know the math works, you can focus on the trip instead of the cost.